Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So we're very much on the way now. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
What a throw in. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Efootball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. He is through here! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Marquinhos. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I quite like the look of this boy, Ito, because he's solid, versatile, he's capable of playing in multiple positions in defence, and he's got a lovely passing range with a cracking left foot.
He's had a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Kubo.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Danilo. Efootball. Big chance! It's hit the upright. And it's hit the woodwork again. And that has fair fizzed.
Efootball clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And here's Efootball. Shot a goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished. Kubo.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Doan. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that is a nice touch. And here's Kubo, and he's lost his man here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha. And it's made its way to him. And it's Neymar. Now it's Evan Nielsen! That is decidedly lacking.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
Evan Nielsen, here's onto this. Now it's Lucas Paqueta, and here's Rafinha. Neymar, picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Cleared away. Gabriel. And it's Danilo. And it's Paquetá. And he's in on goal. Neymar! And that has been knocked clear.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Danilo. Here's Lucas Paqueta. Ederson. And it's Paquetá. Rafinha. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this.
Can he finish? Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brazil have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Elects to cross. Danilo clears it away. Bruno Guimaraes goes looking wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
To Anthony. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's well spotted. Marquinhos. And he is deftly away. Spread out to the left. Danilo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Look at the straight chance! And he couldn't finish.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo goes long. Well, that pass isn't the best. Duan.
Oh, really well played.
He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Gabriel. And it's Danilo. Ederson. Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Lucas Paqueta. And it's Paquetá. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Shoots! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Kubo receives it in a good position here. Gets his head on it! Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, they've got it again. Over to the right flank. Well, nicely intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pass somewhat off target. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Danilo.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Space for him to turn and look. Decent chance! And that is quite wonderful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are purring, truly purring! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Japan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That ball looks a good one. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Ederson, Gabriel, Neymar, now it's Evan Nielsen, now it's Kubo, oh that's fabulous, and the finish! And that's a sharp finish, a quite incredible spell, they are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Japan are having a... Tries a shot! And he hits the net! Brazil still making a fight of this. Now it's Rafinha. And now the breakaway. Kubo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Too much on that, it's gone out. Ederson. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. To Marquinhos. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. Chance, surely! Now how often do you see that?
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Gabriel, and it's Danilo, now Ederson, and it's Kubo, spread to the right, Crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. Oh, that's great feet. Chance for a shot! And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Doan aims beyond the defence. It's a goal kick. Ederson. Bruno Guimaraes. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Evan Nielsen.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Neymar. Now it's Evan Nielsen. He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now that's well seen too. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kamada. Oh, just skips past his man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gabriel. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Rafinha. And Rafinha. And here's Neymar. Shapes to shoot! Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Ederson. 5 minutes till the break. Good ball, good take. Chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ito. Maida. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Pulls it. There's the header! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Kubo on 2 now and looking for 3. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
There's the whistle, and here we go. And here's Kubo, and he's managed to get free, pinches it off him. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Bruno Guimaraes. Now Ederson. Rafinha. Neymar. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He's beaten the last man. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Guimaraes. Oh, it requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. And they can counter here. And he's in on goal! Real chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Evan Nielsen. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha! And no mistake. Two! And we've barely begun here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Neymar. He's in a great position here. Rafinha. Rafinha! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great defending, strong and determined.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Doan. He's picked his way through. He's found a way through. He'll try from distance. Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Gabriel. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. There could be trouble here. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Oh, he's burst. Great chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Lucas Paqueta might just make this. Ederson. Now it's Evan Nielsen, and he's being shifted off it. Brazil are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. And here's Evan Nielsen. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now there's a fine ball. Neymar takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bruno Guimaraes plays it short. And it's Marquinhos. And here's Evan Nielsen. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, super ball! And the finish! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rafinha. So what can they make of this? Shot could be on. Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Gol de Brasil, convertido en el minuto 15. Número 10.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Evan Nielsen. Rafinha. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Convertido en el minuto 16.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Neymar. Good ball, good take. Chance! And that's past the post.
Brazil certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Maida. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexandro. Ederson. And Rafinha. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Kubo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Eva Nielsen. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Japan could counter-attack here. And it's Alexandro. Maida. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, this is a terrific run. Look at the space here. He shoots! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Convertido en el minuto 21.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. No, he's not getting his way this time. Ibanez. He's had it taken off him. Lucas Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Ederson. Eva Nielsen. Oh no, this does not look good. Real chances. And he shoots! And there's a goal. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Convertido en el minuto 24.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
In with the challenge. Ederson. Ibanez. Just eases him off the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Neymar. Hamada. Ito gets across to intercept that. Duan. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Gabriel. And back to the goalkeeper. Ederson. And it's Guimaraes. Eva Nielsen. And Rafinha. And he's had it nicked away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Ito. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Guimaraes. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Big chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Número 10.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Doan, and he's intervened well there. Marquinhos. "30 minutes gone. And here's Neymar. Neymar. It's Neymar! No, that's just wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Neymar! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Número 10.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Doan. Now it's Kubo. He has found the way through. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Eva Nielsen stood up well to him there. Rafinha.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the shot! And that's why.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Guimaraes. And this is Neymar. And the shot! Oh, good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Número 10.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Not the most accurate pass. Ederson bops him off it and wins back the ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Maida gets into a good position. Marquinhos. Gabriel. And Rafinha. And this is Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Evan Nielsen. He'll try to keep this alive, but that has not gone well. Kamada. And this is Neymar. And this is Neymar. Decent chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. And here's the chance to counter. Half-time getting close now. Bruno Guimaraes. And this is Neymar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Neymar. And he's got the beating of his man. Well read, and the danger is averted. Alexandro. And it's Guimaraes. And this is Neymar. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Número 10.
It's a really well-measured ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to it. Oh, what has happened here? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ederson. Neymar receives. Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Maida. No, again, there's no way through. That's where it came from. Maida.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gabriel running with intent. Gabriel.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Neymar. Now it's Rafinha. Shot, surely! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Brazil look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will.
Señoras y señores, por favor, arrojen toda la basura en los botes ubicados en las zonas de acceso. Muchas gracias. Y aquí están. Den la bienvenida a los jugadores. Cambio en Brasil. Número 16.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Número 6. Número 24. Número 8. Entran. Número 22. Número
It's made its way to him.
Número 19. Número 17.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's another good win of the ball. He's on it, can he get away? That's a good ball. Tries a shot! And that's That's a tiny finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Ederson.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Now it's Doan. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Great ball, and he's in here. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Kubo. Santos. Now it's Marquinhos. And here's Anthony. Now there's a fine ball. And here's Anthony.
Anthony really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Kubo. Driving. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Martinelli. And it's Neymar. Rafinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Martinelli. Kubo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Kamada.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Could be danger here. Ederson. Now it's Anthony. And Gabriel. Ederson. Now it's Marquinhos. And he's in on goal. And a chance! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Número 19.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
That pass isn't the best. Oh, he's goal side. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kubo. And here's Martinelli. And he was quick to react. Martinelli does really well there, he is strong.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
finish! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Número 4.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Marquinhos. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ederson does well to get it back. Now it's Anthony. Now it's Marquinhos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 44.785.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Anthony. Now it's Marquinhos. And he's gone backward here. Oh, cracking ball. Anthony! And that's in. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Convertido en el minuto 62.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And it's Kubo. Brazil are looking to break at pace. That's an excellent interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Marquinhos. Marquinhos driving forward. Goes for a shot! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Número 19.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Doan. He is through here. Lucas Paqueta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marquinhos. Now it's Anthony. Marquinhos is onto this. Kamada. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Ederson. Anthony receives it in a good position here. Anthony Pearl. Can he finish? It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Número 19.
How many? Just how many?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Anthony. And it's made its way to him. And here's Anthony. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Número 4.
And now he has two.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Anthony. Lovely, now then. And that's a dangerous... Anthony! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's found a way past. He's had a shot! He's put it wide.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's having a shot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Gol de Brasil.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Maida. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Anthony. Now it's Marquinhos. Good ball, good... Andre Santos! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Ederson. And it's Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Chance here to counter. Maida. Now it's Anthony. And it's Neymar. And here's Anthony. Andre Santos concedes a free kick for that. Now it's Anthony. Now it's Marquinhos. Ederson. Closing in on goal. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? And that's past the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And they've got rid. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Marquinhos. Duan. Now, what about a counter-attack? 75 minutes played. Shot could be on. Oh, Anthony! And a neat finish! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Ederson. Now it's Anthony. Played out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's lost his man here. Martinelli. Now it's Marquinhos. Now it's Anthony. Played out towards the right wing. Backward it goes. And the finish! Oh, good finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Número 4.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ito cuts out the pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Kubo. He might be in here. Lucas Paqueta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And now the breakaway. Santos. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Taken back almost at once. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Marquinhos. Steaming on goalwards. Now it's Anthony. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Takes the shot! And that's wide.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Doan. Lucas Paqueta. He's found the way through. He has found the way through. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Neymar. Now it's Marquinhos. Picked out brilliantly. It's a threatening ball. And he'll shoot here! No, that's just wide. Duan. Pass somewhat off target. Spread to the right. Santos. Now it's Anthony. Now this could be a chance. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Kubo. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in a great position here. Now it's Doan. He's shifting through the gears here. Rafinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he cuts out the supply. Ederson does really well to win the ball there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Martinelli. Over to the right flank. 5 minutes to add. Ederson. And here's Anthony. Neymar. Great chance! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Rafinha, no unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Wiverton, Lucas Paqueta, now Ederson, passing nice and neat. Look at the space here. Chance, surely! It's loose now, and they will. Has another go! And that's a sharp finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Rafinha wins the duel this time. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Now it's Marquinhos. Thinks about the shot. Shot could be on. Has to go back here. Oh, that's Anthony! Well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Anthony walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.